Tendeci on number gun. Orang killing my yesum. Let me to the realms and ye met the young. There are cafe in a net wash in the kitchen borders.
So, in this way, carry through the practice of the Guru Yoga, where that Guru's body, speech, mind, and one's body, speech, mind mingle together, and then try to remain in its nature as long as possible. It is very important.
Not
conceptualizing and not manifesting any thought, mingling the nature together and then try to abide in it is important. So if one have this practice right now and trained in that way, then the moment when death happens to oneself, then one can concentrate into it, where one's mind mingled with the Guru's mind, and then can liberate. So right now, if we don't get habituated or trained in this way, and being bound by all these, conceptual thoughts, then at that time it is more difficult. Because then at the end of the life, when oneself is attacked by certain kind of, just condition that which cause sickness, and then one get scared and have so much fear. So that within this lifetime, how we get so attached and grasping over these wealth, material belongings, and then one's family and so forth, and then when death happens to oneself, and then there is so many of those attachment. At the same time, just worries and fears that after the death in the Partho intermediate stage, how one may just wander into the through low realms and so forth. So in case, at this present moment, if oneself have this training and getting used to these, Guru Yoga practices, then not being just afflicted in that way, if one just train in one's daily life, then at that time, one can also just maintain the practice. So in this way, one's mind not giving rise to many thoughts, and try to mingle the Guru's nature mind with one's nature mind, and the Lama as taught to you that as the condensed nature of the past, present, future of all the Buddhas, that the Guru Pama Sambhava, which is inseparable with the one's true teacher.
Mamandi capture Chudu Hebatan de Romoso, Sentoni, Nyanese, Hata de Mato, Kahe Druhe, Sartanda Kaya Maris.
So all these teachings during the retreat time is mainly for that to carry through practice. It is not just only kind of the teaching or kind to express something.
But now, Yunghe Tangji Zong, then Tam Jachambo again, Macorle, Tishagir, Decoron, Yansel, and Macoron, Katu Katu, my head.
So for general just teaching, then it can be just go through more extensive way, but here mainly concentrate for the actual practice.
Then not on the central native Tesam Mazawa, Teba.
So these, without any doubts and hesitation, and then cultivate the devotion and confidence, and with that, just try to do the practice.
Toronto, Nyanle Case, I will say Tumna, then also no Sheba Tayavanda, Cabo Yoretina, Sonje Tamtiti, Lama Yidam Tamtiti, two Nibanores.
So, in this way, if you could just carry through practice, then of course, that these teachings are not wasted, and besides that, we could please all the just gurus and meditational deities and everyone. So as it is said in the just text as a quotation, where that even someone just make all these offerings of the luxuries and prosperities and wealth of the four continents, that not necessarily that can please the just master, because it is equal to a just the donkey's dung. So that way, that in case what is being taught and instructed, and if one just could to apply into practice properly, and that can just please the master and please the everyone. So whatever sorts of material wealth one may just offer, but that is also somehow it is impermanent, and it will be just exhausted as emptiness. So that oneself try to get rid of the attachment in relation with these material wealth. For that purpose, we make all these kind of offerings to the tribal gems and to the deities and the gurus and so forth. But somehow, because of our just karma, that even one could just offer about 100,000 just the dollars, then one thing, oh, I have just offered so much, and then also express to others, I did this and that, just how we get attached to it. So when one have that kind of attachment or grasping over it, then it is also something like that. So if one can just do all these practices properly, and if one could have that liberation, that is the best way to please all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. So all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas that they constantly wish and think that how all these sentient beings could be liberated from the suffering of samsara. So that the most important essence of the intention of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas is that the Dharma practice, and if we could do the proper Dharma practice, then we could liberate, and that is the just best way how we fulfill the intentions of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. So as you are so habituated with all this worldly attachment, just thinking about or just work hard for one's family, just children, and that is how one got so habituated worrying about that. And then for the ultimate happiness of obtaining enlightenment, then we just become lazy and kind of just equanimity, and then kind of just wasted time in that way. And most of the just practitioners even that kind of discourage themselves to just do the practices. And for even one moment, try to sit into meditation, that one gets so tired. What do you think? It is right or not? So the practicing Dharma is the most important thing that until we attain enlightenment. So then just gathering foods and clothing, these are just only very temporary. Until we die, we just need that. But anyhow, we just consider that this life is more important, and then the practice of Dharma just kind of not so important. So at the moment of death, then even though there are so many problems, then but it is maybe too late. So in this way, that you have to be just careful about, and just try to do this practice properly. And you guys have only just 1 month that you can do the practice, and normally you don't have much time.
Oh yeah, that did Mondo that salon to you, the Demetri and Zochin don't see nature that the Reyes and me. Then Mondo here, sorry, that salon did this. Demeter Region Pes.
Mundo your one.
Ah, Mondo to the way. Nima need let's away. Where then Mondo my care.
So then Mondo is students and Salung is students.
Yes, I end up on the day. Number TK. I'm telling Mondo meant. Oh, you're legendary.